All right, Shalom. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And a sincere Shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing in sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. We going to do this real quick video. We ain't going to make it long. You know, we just out taking a walk and, just decided to go in the spirit of, because we was looking at the news, current news events now taking over. You know, certain places are starting to reopen, and people trying to get things back to normal. You know, certain beaches, trying to are reopening, boardwalks and things like that, movie theaters, all that.
Just another way of saying we're going to keep the illusion going.
Right.
So for you people that's going to be very more distracted. You thought you was going to be distracted before, now you're going to be even more distracted.
Right.
Now Esau has more things to push out.
Right.
Try to make things more comfortable for y'all again.
Right.
The whole time, y'all going to still be uncomfortable.
Right.
It's still not going to go back to the same way y'all want it.
Right.
And also, that's most likely going to bring another strain of another full-on sickness.
Right.
Full-on pandemic. And if that happens, then they may pull out, they may actually bring out mandatory the chip.
Right, because as of right now, they got this new, I guess they call it a mysterious child virus right now. It's infected children. It killed like three children. It's happening all over. They say it's linked to the coronavirus. And, at the same time, man, we really don't give a goddamn what it's linked to. What we do. It's all linked to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. That's what it is.
That's right.
The Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah is the one that created this stuff. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah also said what? Well, read that. Revelation 18:8.
It's Revelation 18:8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine.
Right. It said it'll come in one day, right?
Meaning this era.
Right.
Era, which would be this era.
Right. And it's not technically talk about one day. Mm-hmm. It can be, but it's like a kind of like you could look at that like when it says the hour of temptation. It's not talking about specifically 1 hour.
Yeah,
that's just talking about a time period.
Right. That's why when it says one day, it says basically this era, this one era.
Right.
Because it's a over time thing. So we done had we are in pestilence. Pestilence is already coming. It's pretty much already here. What is it? Famine. Famine is the next. Now, all these things don't happen in just one day. Well, except for when that day comes when everything drops. But it's coming in this day. This very particular, since this day as it is in our slavery. This day of our slavery.
Right.
So from the beginning to our slavery to the very end, that's the one day. Because it's over time. That's why we're going to have pestilence. We're going to have famines. We're going to have a lot of deaths.
Because while you people think that everything returning to normal, it's really not. Because like you just now mentioned, that it's really not. And some of the reasons, when you think down, when you think deeply on it, you still got World War III.
Yep.
Kicking off.
Mm-hmm.
You still got food shortages. You still got all types of stuff still happening.
Which is funny because now that I think about it, technically, Revelations 18:8 has been happening since we started in this captivity. It just never stopped. It's still going.
It's still going.
We're still having, like I said again, we've been having pestilence from day one of this place being made.
Right.
We've been having death since day one of this place being made, especially from the whole separation type of thing. Esau lynching us. The famine. We've been in the famine for a long time, technically, because none of the food is real. But just because that scripture is applying now, doesn't mean it ended. It's still going to happen on a higher scale level. So this scripture is actually relevant right now from the spot of this place.
Especially in these times we're in right now, yeah.
It's just going to get worse and worse over time. That's why the Lord says in one day. One day is an overtime thing. That's why these scriptures are very spiritual. You people can't take these words just in one straight line. It comes in many straight lines.
Right. You know, and that's where this scripture comes in. You can read this too, if you want.
Huh. Which one is it? Gun. It's 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child.
Right, and as of right now, you know what? As of right now, you know what are people saying? As of right now, people are saying, you know, peace and safety. You know, and it said that sudden destruction, right? And you know the scriptures say that the Lord, you know, the day of the Lord is coming, you know, like a thief in the night.
Yep.
Right.
And what happens, you know, you don't expect it. You know, what happens when a thief, you know, a burglar breaks in your house at night, you sleep, you don't expect it, you know. So it's going to be very unexpected, you know.
Esau gonna think they win when they pull out the chip, and then when everybody gets chipped, then they kill everybody that don't take the chip.
And Lord not allowing everybody to get chipped, you know. 'Cause
Once
Lord,
they think that they have everybody chipped,
Come on.
they gonna think that they won. But then, like the scriptures say, sudden destruction.
yeah,
They're gonna think of the Independence Day, but our Independence Day is coming to where we have the hopeful elect is gonna win.
Right.
Our shot is gonna win.
right,
Not Esau. Esau may play those movies where he wins, but that's only his version. He doesn't have the real version.
right.
The real version when Yahweh Shah comes back to destroy this place.
That's true, right? You know, because you know, like you could look at it. You could look at it as like what happened with this coronavirus. We knew it was going to be big, you know, when it got here, but we didn't know it was going to be this big,
That quick.
you know, and that quick, you know. So it was very quick and it was very big, you know, very it was major, you know, it was a very major event, you know. And we had no idea it was going to be like that, you know. We didn't know it was going to be like this, okay. So yeah, man, you know, the thing that we got to do is not lose faith too, because you know, just because we've been saying this, just because things may seem to be going normal, somewhat, doesn't mean it is. Doesn't mean we supposed to, you know, start that same energy because you don't see as much prophecies kicking off as you know maybe last month or you know, or I'm just giving an example because that prophecy's still kicking off. But let's say all this do calm down a little bit, you know, as it seems like it's doing somewhat, you know. We are supposed to keep that same energy so we can say, hey man, I hope I done enough.
That's where faith comes in.
Right.
That's where our faith comes in.
Right. We cannot be losing that.
Right.
Prayer, that's all. You know, you gotta stay prayed up.
Yep.
You know, because like I said, Esau will start rolling on us too. You know, they get their system up and running somewhat. You know what's going to happen, right? They're gonna start rolling up on us. You know, so on that, you know, Lord willing, this was edifying. If y'all had anything else,
No, that was it.
all right. So, shalom.
Shalom.